Hi, Twin Flames. Today, this reading is for those of you who are experiencing some form of a third-party situation on your Twin Flame journey. We're going to draw 3 cards for 3 things that you really need to know and be aware of as you're navigating this third-party situation and ultimately healing through it, right? So, let's get started. So the first card we pulled for this third-party situation you're experiencing is feeling alone, okay? Now, I am a certified Twin Flame Ascension Coach. I've studied the teachings of union for quite a while, and can tell you that even when your Twin Flame is involved in a quote, third-party relationship and they're seeing someone else or they're really committed or married to someone else, on a soul level, things don't feel right unless you're with your Twin Flame, right? And you can numb out to that feeling of it not being right. But ultimately it's still there and it's still underneath everything. And you need to know, if your Twin Flame's in a third party situation, that deep down it doesn't feel right to them. Right? And this doesn't mean you have to go and throw that fact in their face in order to, quote, win them back or whatever. What it does mean is you just have to acknowledge the truth and let this knowledge of the truth, the fact that, it doesn't feel right deep down to them either. Let that knowledge bring you some clarity and some peace moving forward on your healing journey. And let it propel you forward and knowing that it's okay to heal this one completely, and that you're not, by working on yourself, okay, to be clear, by working on yourself, you are not, disrupting someone else's happiness, right? Because it doesn't feel right to the other person either. It doesn't feel right to anyone to not be with their Twin Flame. On some level, something feels off. There's a feeling alone, right? Or not feeling met somewhere, not feeling perfectly matched with someone. And you're probably feeling this too in some way. You don't feel like you have that perfect puzzle piece fit with you right now. And that's okay. That's the thing you're healing through. That's the thing to really work through and overcome and find that wholeness from within. Yeah, so have compassion for your Twin Flame. You don't have to resent them. This is just as challenging for them as it is for you, right? They might experience the challenge differently, but it's an equal challenge, it's an equal lesson that you are learning together, right? Just in different ways and different methods. And yeah, I feel complete there. And it's, I think the last thing is just that it's safe to know that and really claim that you're never really alone, right? You always have divine support with you and one with you and loving you. And your Twin Flame is actually always with you and loving you too. Especially on a soul level, you just might, have blocks to really seeing that and experiencing it in the physical, right? But you're never truly alone. And you have to embrace being loved right now in order to overcome this feeling, okay? So second, we have challenging times. So I kind of love this card. This is like it's time to get tough card, right? It's time to have grit. It's not fun to be healing through a third-party situation, right? It's challenging, it's hard, it makes you feel really difficult feelings, maybe ones you don't really want to feel and acknowledge, right? And that's okay. It's okay to go through that. There's nothing wrong with you for feeling the way you do. You're okay, you're valid, all right? And what I'm really picking up for this, that it's time for you to be strong, right? Don't bow down to fear. Don't bow down to weakness, right? Because it's really easy for ego or separation consciousness to use this third party situation to make you feel helpless and to make you give up on your twin flame journey, or like everything is, you know, futile and just not worth it, like nothing's coming of it. And that is the lie. That is separation consciousness, right? That is what you have to stand up to, and say no to, and defy it and choose love instead, right? You kind of have to be a warrior for love right now. And being a warrior for love, or, you know, if you identify as a light worker, it means standing by love. It means standing by the truth, right? And this is all, you know, based on the fundamental basic principle of twin flames, that you accept that twin flames inherently love each other. Like that's what you were made to do. You were created in the same instant to be each other's lover and companion through your eternal journey. And that is true, and it's right, because that's how the divine created you, right? Or that's how God or the universe created you. And you can embrace that. You can stand on that, right? And if you're not strong in that belief, you know, that might be somewhere to really look and clean up your foundation there, your spiritual foundation, and get clear on what you really are going to choose to believe about yourself and the nature of reality and why you're here, right? Why you're on this journey. But assuming you have that belief, you need to stand strong in it. The world isn't going to validate like your spirituality for you, right? The world isn't going to validate your healing journey for you. The world isn't going to validate your ascension path, right? Because the world is in separation consciousness, right? It's an ego. You have to be the one to affirm this for yourself. You have to be a warrior for love. And that means you have to stand by the inner work. Don't give up here. You have to persist. And instead of letting challenges beat you down, you just have to embrace love completely and wholeheartedly, right? And it will be challenging. You are going to have really strong, difficult feelings, and things come up in the physical that really challenge your faith. But that's okay, because that's here to make you stronger. And this isn't just like flowers and butterflies, I'm telling you, to make you feel better. This is like truth. Like twin flames do come together. Like I've seen it happen myself. Like it's very, very real when you just commit completely to love. Okay, but that's key. You have to commit completely to love. You cannot wait for like someone else, your twin flame or a miracle, to come and just absolve you of doubt for you. You have to be the one who's willing to let go of doubt, right? You have to let go of doubt. You have to stand on faith. And it's when you really embrace doing that the door opens for love, right? And so your third message for this third party situation is you have to know love abounds. What that's telling you is only love is real, right? And this is getting kind of deep and meta, but the feelings and like the upsets you have with your twin flame, the frustrations, the hurt, the wounds, those are also just part of the separation illusion, right? Not saying your feelings are invalid. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that, like, separation has no meaning, is what I'm saying. A separation isn't real. This a third party situation with your twin flame is like a fever dream. Okay, it's not what divine reality is, right? Love is real, right? Everything you were created in love with is real. That is reality. And this ascension journey, this twin flame ascension journey, is a return to reality. It's a return to love. And as you do the inner work, you realize love is everywhere. Okay? There is nothing in your reality that can not love you, right? And that might seem, you might be like, whoa, Susie, that's kind of crazy. I don't think that's correct, but it is, right? And you might not feel like that's correct right now, and that's okay, because that's where you are on your ascension path, and that is a perfect place to be, right? Because it's where you need to be right now. But as you are truly doing your inner work, you're going to see that, wow, there's only ever been love here for me, right? And only love can ever be here for me. And when I bring love to this space, and when I just surrender to having love and being loved in this place in my life, you're going to find that's that's all there ever was. And it dispels any fear and any darkness that you could have felt before. And the only reason you still feel fear and darkness and unsureness on your twin flame journey is because you're attached to it, and there's a part of you that is giving it power and believing that that's real instead of love. And that's okay, because we all have those places in our consciousness that we're working on. That's a big part of why we're on Earth together right now, working on those things. But the key here is you have to commit to bringing love to those places when you find them, right? Instead of rolling over, like the second and third cards are like best buds going hand in hand. Like, instead of rolling over and just, thinking, oh, spiritual journeys are just meant to hurt and suck. Yeah, you're going to go through sucky moments, but the hard times, I'm trying to avoid using the word sucky, but the hard times are coming up for you to ultimately release, not for you to just be like suffering and like martyring yourself for the twin flame ascension journey. Like, no, that's not it. Okay, that's not it. They're for you to release so you can go deeper in peace, right? And as you choose to embrace love, everything that is not involved in love is not aligned with love comes up to let go, right? And that's why you're having this third party situation, is because there's a part of you who's maybe looking for love outside of yourself, or believes you can lose love. And so that's what your twin flame is mirroring to you, and in such a potent way in the physical, and it's coming up in the physical, and it's always on your heart and your consciousness, because you're ready to heal it. Okay? You are ready to heal it. So do it, right? Commit to it. I do recommend you check out the links below this video, and we can work together on healing what is in your consciousness. I have a really effective way for you to do that, and for you to come into union. So check that out. Again, my name is Susie, Certified Twin Flame Ascension Coach. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time.